Today we'll be covering all the methods for solving quadratic equations. There are three methods. The first is factorisation, the second is completing the square, and the third is the quadratic formula. In an exam they should tell you which method to use, otherwise you can use whichever one. Before we look at the methods, let's take a look at the general form of a quadratic. Quadratics are equations where the highest power of x is 2. The general form is ax squared plus bx plus c. So let's say you were asked to solve this quadratic. A is the coefficient of x squared, so a is 1 in this example. B is the coefficient of x, so b is 4. And c is the constant or number by itself, so c is negative 12. Now let's use all three methods to solve this question. The first method is factorisation. On the left are the steps and the right has the worked example. The first thing you need to do is find two numbers that multiply to a times c and add to b. Remember, a is 1 and c is negative 12, so a times c is negative 12. b is 4 in this example, so two numbers that multiply to negative 12 and add to 4. These numbers are negative 2 and 6. Once you find these two numbers, you put them into brackets. In these two brackets, you put x plus the numbers you found. So the brackets will be x minus 2 and x plus 6. Then you can split the equation into two separate equations. So now you have x minus 2 equals 0 and x plus 6 equals 0. The solutions are x equals 2 and negative 6. The second method is completing the square. You can only use this method if the coefficient of x squared is 1. The first thing to do is move the constant number to the other side. The second step is to halve b. Remember, b is 4, it's the coefficient of x. Half of 4 is 2. Then we add 2 squared to both sides of the equation. So now we have x squared plus 4x plus 2 squared equals 12 plus 2 squared. The third step is to put the left-hand side into square brackets. The inside of the square brackets will always be x plus half of b. Half of b was 2, so the inside of the square bracket is x plus 2. Then you just solve this equation like a normal equation. Square root to get rid of the square bracket. When you square root, always put the plus minus in front of the answer. This means x plus 2 equals plus minus root 16. Move 2 to the other side. Now we have plus minus square root 16 minus 2. The square root of 16 is 4. The two equations are x equals positive 4 minus 2 and negative 4 minus 2. This means x equals 2 and negative 6. The final method is the quadratic formula. First find a, b and c. We did this earlier. A is 1, b is 4 and c is negative 12. Then sub these numbers into the formula. You were given the formula on the formula sheet, so no need to memorize it. I put the formula on the left side and I subbed all the numbers in on the right side. Put this on your calculator. First do the positive case and then do the negative case separately. There's no plus minus button on your calculator, so you have to do it separately. You should get 2 and then negative 6.